Yeah, new grind. I got a question for you. Are you living life, or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life, or is life living you? Less than unstoppable. The International World Tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. This year we're taking this thing global. 27 cities, Toronto, London, Paris, Rome. We're coming to impact 1 billion people. If you are serious about success, be at one of these events. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com. Warriors are invincible until their own minds and mouth betray them. Many of those around you won't be able to see your dream, but you don't need them to see it in order for it to happen. All you need is a set of your own eyes that do. Knowing how to do something right isn't enough. The greats are great because they forgot how to ever do it wrong. Before sickness can get your body, it must first get your mind. The doors that haven't opened in your life are value locked doors. Meaning the doors of opportunity that you have waited for so long to open will not open until you first embrace your self-worth and see your true value. Deep conversation rooted in truth is the alchemic fire that bonds the elements of two souls together. The mind of sheep are the feet that walk them straight into the wolf's mouth. Don't let the thought of tomorrow steal the treasure of your today. Stay present and bathe in the river of her joy. Unconditional love is the truth that penetrates all lies. There are no walls that untainted love cannot scale. Every day, live towards the pursuit of success requires dedication, discipline, and resiliency. For victory to be materialized, one must dive deep into the belly of failure and snatch it away with undeniable will. Clinging to the shores of safety and comfort denies one the glory of conquering the seas. Leave your cowardice on the beach and, like the bold captains of legend, sail directly into the vast ocean of greatness. Success is war, and sometimes a very costly one. To be victorious, one must be willing to shed their own blood, sweat, and tears upon the battlefield of days until destiny waves the white flag of surrender. The master key that unlocks all bondage is hidden in the mind of the one who thinks they're enslaved. Words, no matter how beautifully said or written, will always place second to the art of action. All the great men and women of history at some point in their life decided to be great. Decision is the womb that action is birthed out of. Doubt and pessimism are both malicious thought perspectives that seek to derail the birth of greatness. Those who believe in limitations have succumbed to the madness of illusions. Those who desire to be uncommon must first deal with the insanity of their common sense. A dream must be pulled into reality with the hands of unwavering belief. The struggles and difficulties of life are just arrogant mountains daring us to climb them. To accomplish big things, one must burn with passion when doing what the common person sees as small things. Greatness hides itself under the rocks of the simple and insignificant. Clarity is the monster that devours all opposition. You must see yourself with such penetrating awareness that it makes your dream inevitable. The awakened one dreams away his life, unhindered by the world's illusion of limitations. He is fully conscious of his inner power to mold and shape the seen world. His dreams and creative imagination become the commands that dictate to the physical realm. Reality responds obediently to the desire struck upon it, manifesting the grand will of the enlightened mind. It's not what you don't know that's holding you back. It's what you do know and aren't applying. Destiny is birthed out of the sweat of today. The more one talks about their problems, the less energy they will have to overcome them. Greatness hides at the bottom of insanity. One must be willing to dive into the belly of madness to swim in the impossible. It's not COVID that we should worry about dying from. It's the plague of mediocrity. People today who haven't even lived are scared of dying. Taste their lies, and then you will know my truth. Fire, truth, music. We shall dive deep under the shadows of truth and wisdom where none of our adversaries can find us. Dreams are bought with rejection. Every time the world gives you a no, there's a success coin that goes into your account. And when you get enough of those denials, then and only then can you purchase greatness. Self-awareness requires trading in one's mortal eyes for eternal ones. And with these eyes, no matter which way one looks, all that can be seen is God, blessed and unstoppable. Every time you get alone with God, it gives birth to something. Victory is established in our alone time. Right thinking, sustained long enough, will eventually bring peace and order to any situation. God places our own healing inside those around us. Who around you needs you? Nothing can be denied the one that won't be denied. How bad do you want it? Destiny is obligated by universal law to concede to the demands of unwavering faith. Success is a marathon of consistency walked out one day at a time. Now faith was never designed to be passive. We ought to be aggressive, even in the waiting. How bad do you want it? When your why for overcoming is greater than the obstacle ceases to exist. Breakthroughs are engineered from the inside out. Breakthroughs happen when you begin to ask yourself the right questions. Refuse to give time, energy, or focus to things that don't belong in your future. Every challenge has a mindset required to overcome it. Your mouth is a creative weapon, not a tool for distributing excuses. The struggle is real, but so is the God that'll help you overcome it. The lies of the enemy cannot hide in an environment of truth. A prayer wrapped in doubt is not a prayer, that's a wish, and it has no power. The three things God always responds to are faith, love, and forgiveness. Love is the power, and it changes everything it touches. God is love, and what is not of love is not of God. We are blessed and unstoppable. Happiness chases those who master the art of forgiveness. Never look at defeat as permanent, but see it as a temporary gestation period from which a greater victory will be born. Truth does not discriminate. She blesses all who embrace her. Thoughts and behaviors consistently aligned with success will eventually give birth to the outcomes that create it. Wisdom has not been fully accepted until it is consistently applied. The quickest way to overcome failure is to starve yourself for the thoughts and actions that allow it to sustain itself. Begging doesn't move God. Faith does. Faith is the only language spoken in heaven. Everything else is gibberish. When you master the things under your control, the uncontrollable eventually becomes irrelevant. Faith, mind, and the spoken word are the three most powerful things in existence, and when united in truth, nothing can prevail against them. Truth is the chiropractor of the mind. Forgiveness is dialysis for the soul. Change will only happen when you initiate it. A disciplined mind rooted in truth can do the impossible. Your mindset is the thermostat that sets the tone for every environment that you enter. You cannot walk through the door of God's blessing still carrying every wrong done to you in the past. What doubt murdered, faith can resurrect. The way you think today will manufacture what you experience tomorrow. Your life comes directly off the assembly line of your mind. To give up on a dream is to commit an abortion on a life one could have had. The devil will always go to war at the point of expansion. Every place that you can grow, thrive, or multiply, the enemy will attack. There's a mindset required to see opportunity. Can you see it? One thought can change the momentum and trajectory of your whole life. You're just one thought away from greatness. greatness. Success is about positioning. Getting up every day and doing the right things will eventually put you in position to win. Your future is too important to be held hostage by fear. Your life right now is the fruit of your previous thoughts and belief systems. Unforgiveness is the number one thing hindering most people's success. Broken focus is the number one reason for failure. Success requires understanding every aspect of your opponent, and the best way to do that is to look in the mirror. Big changes start with small steps. True faith is to laugh at any evidence, challenge, or obstacle that runs contrary to that which you are believing for. Let nothing derail your progress. To be successful, you must find ways to stay consistent, even when drama, chaos, and unforeseen circumstances arise, because they will. Stay ready, warrior. Breakthroughs require embracing the things that make you feel uncomfortable. Your success potential will always be equivalent to the level that you're willing to be uneasy. Greatness stokes perseverance. Success is governed by the law of supply and demand. The universe will supply whatever your faith demands. Someone with real faith needs no external validation. They just own the dream with absolute belief. Opportunity will always find the person who refuses to quit. It's your faith, not your circumstances, that destiny bows to. Those brave enough to dive into the dark unknown to achieve their dream shall see the world begin to move and shift to bring about the circumstances required to call that dream out of the abyss and into the light. I'm Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable. Motivational art. Welcome to the Louvre. Impact 1 billion. And to God be the glory. Fire true music. The first step to success is to get your mind right. The second step is to get your mouth right. The words you verbalize are a direct reflection of the beliefs that you have internalized. I can spend 2 minutes with you in conversation, and by the words you use and the faith that I feel behind those words, I can tell you exactly where you're going in life. Words set outcomes in motion. God has given us the power to create with our mouths. When you are going through the trial, the tribulation, the challenge, the struggle, whatever it is you're facing, I want you to remember this. Your mind, your faith, and your mouth are your weapons. Success has to be first spoken into existence. Now, the words you say are either moving you closer to your dreams or moving you further away. I'm gonna tell you the secret. When you learn to tame your tongue, you take control of your destiny. You get behind the steering wheel. When your mouth matches your mind, which aligns with your faith, nothing can stop you. That's what I'm talking about when I say blessed and unstoppable. It's your faith, your mind, and your words walking in agreement together. Your mouth carries full command of the realm around you. You have the ability to bless, curse, heal, or destroy every time you utter something out of your mouth. Acknowledging this transformative power is essential to building a life of success. Breakthroughs start in the mind, but it's your mouth that initiates the change. In order to seize possession of the victory, you have to do that with your words. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Now it's time to declare the blessing. Every cell, muscle, tissue, fiber, joint, ligament, bone, organ, system in my body is functioning in the perfection which God intended for it to function. I call forth healing, complete restoration. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee in thy wounds, saith the Lord. My body radiates greatness. No sickness will have any dominion over me. I think like a champion. I speak like a champion. I work out like a champion. And when I sit down at the food table, the food I put in my body helps make me a better champion. My body is holy. My body is the temple The spirit resides in my body, and I will treat my body with respect. I align every ounce of my being with my message. I look, I feel, I radiate greatness. Now I speak over my finances. Money comes to me easily, frequently, and abundantly in God's perfect way with no burden added to it. I am the master of money. Money does not own me, I own it. It serves me, I don't serve it. I am the head and not the tail, above, not below. I will lend to many nations and not borrow. I am a millionaire. That's right, I said I'm a millionaire. Scarcity and lack have no place in the life of a Christian. Isaac planted his crops that year, and he harvested 100 times more grain than he planted, for the Lord blessed him, and his wealth continued to grow. Money's coming to me pressed down, shaken together, and running over. My storehouses are overflowing with you, Lord, the overseer. I wrap every dollar with grace, love, and for the betterment of your kingdom. I speak over my relationships now. All the right mentors, mentees, coaches, teachers, people who have knowledge that I need to fulfill my God-given calling are now coming into my life. My marriage is one of unity, one of love, one of passion, one of friendship. We are united together as one under the one true God. I speak life over my wife. Love, joy, happiness, encouragement, inspiration, uplifting. Every word I speak builds her up. No sickness has any dominion over her. The devil has no place in her life. She is prosperous, successful, anointed, blessed and unstoppable in the name of Jesus. The devil has no place in my home. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord, united as one. I refuse to give the devil a foothold in my life, because no corrupt communication shall proceed out of my mouth. Fear has no dominion over me. For the Lord did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. I believe. Champions don't run from fear, they attack it. I'm not in chains. I'm not in bondage. I'm not a slave to anything. For he who the Son sets free is free indeed, and I am free. Alcohol, drugs, lust, greed, pride, bitterness, jealousy, unforgiveness, anger, eating disorders, panic attacks, PTSD, cancer, heart attacks, strokes. None of these things have any dominion over me, because I'm blessed and unstoppable. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon. The struggle is real, but you know you were meant for more. That dream that's on the inside of you just won't shut up. Cause you know you were meant for more. You've always been different. They never understood you. They've always doubted you. Cause you're different. But you know something that they don't know. You know to be successful you cannot follow the masses. You gotta be different. And you are bold enough to be you. You've success ain't for everybody. B7U Clothing, wear your identity. You don't know the struggles that I go through. Ignorant of the inner warfare I'm involved in. The scratching and clawing of the unforgettable. It's like 1,000 feral cats trying to get out of me. You see the facade, the charade and daily parade, but truthfully, I'm angry all the time. The slightest thing will set me off. Emotional storms descend upon me from nowhere. Please, please, I'm begging you, please, don't set me off. No, you don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the pharaohs. Outer reflections don't give you the whole story. You don't see the scars, the bruises, the claw marks. Come see the demons that sit by my bed. Any opportunity they get to torture me, they do. They constantly remind me of life's betrayals. All the days that I sat in the corner of my room, chained to the inner pews, forced to listen to the sermon of the strays. My ears heard every unspoken voice, even knew the Coptic language they were speaking in. But you don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the pharaohs. Outer reflections don't give you the whole story. You don't see the scars, the bruises, the claw marks. Come see the demons that sit by my bed. You don't know the struggles that I go through. No, you don't know the struggles that I go through. I don't expect you to understand, cause you don't know the pharaohs. I've let things in my house that refuse to leave. You don't know the price that I paid for this. There's a dark behind the darkness. Even my nights have nights. Wherever I go, they come with me. Other people can't see them, but they're there. Trust me, they're there, sitting right here next to me. You would run if you knew what was here, but they would find you like they found me. They would find you. You don't know the struggle that I go through. Ignorant of the warfare that I'm involved in. It's like 1,000 feral cats trying to get out of me. They bite and slash at every thought I have. I'm sure they would kill me if they wanted, but they enjoy having me to toy with. I used to fight back until I realized it was pointless. You don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the pharaohs. I said you don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the pharaohs. I bought a box of colors the other day. When I got home, I opened it up and every color in the box was black. I cut my finger on purpose. My rationale was that the color of blood would at least give my life some contrast. It dripped down onto the paper. Innocent virgin white paper. Sadistic voices started to draw. Memories began to outline and rape the pages. Then finally, the trauma opened the closet. He laughed and criticized the work, called it childish and said that I scribbled like a kindergartner before the abuse. Said, what do I know about pain? What do I know about pain? He took over. I watched like a coward, tearing the paper into pieces. He sat down at the piano and his fingers began to play. The feral cats became his choir. Horrific were the notes and chords he summoned. Mortal ears have never heard such vibrations of madness, such violent acoustics of hopelessness and despair. The darkness danced to his perverted melodies. Horrific were the notes and chords he summoned. Horrific were the notes and chords he summoned. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know the pharaohs. The shadows made love to his symphony. As the talons ripped into me, the victim said, you don't know the struggles that I go through. Ignorant of the inner warfare I'm involved in. Outer reflections don't give you the whole story. Come see the demons that sit by my bed. Please, I'm begging you, please, don't set me off. You don't know what I'm capable of when I get like this. When the talons of the felines begin to draw on my insides. You don't know what I'm capable of. You don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the pharaohs. I lay on my bed looking up at the fan. The silence trying to get its arms around me. The moment has its hands around my throat. Relentlessly my mind seeks to destroy any calm that attempts to show its face. Lies gather around my identity. I'm completely encircled with no path to escape. They begin to tighten the ring around me, closing in, their fangs out, slowly coming closer. Mouths lusting with hunger for my everything, lost in the forest of my own thinking. I'm alone, here without a hero to save me. You don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the pharaohs. The oak trees witness my demise, too scared to intervene on my behalf. War drums beating from the distance, the pharaohs marching in steps toward their prey. You don't know the struggles that I go through. You've never been eaten slowly from the inside. The hunters are so patient. They enjoy the feed, savoring every bite of me as they swallow my future, licking my tainted days off their bloody lips, my thoughts flipping back and forth between the woods and the bed I'm dying on. Desperation sets in. Misery arises as the mind terror ensues. To fight them I must tear back my skin. The pharaohs are within. You don't know the struggles that I go through, ignorant of the warfare I'm involved in. Outer reflections don't give you the whole story. You don't see the scars, the bruises, the claw marks. You don't know the pharaohs. You don't know the struggles that I go through. Please, I'm begging you, please, don't set me off. You don't know what I'm capable of when I get like this. You don't know the struggles that I go through. You don't know the pharaohs. You can't see the monsters in my head. You don't know the pharaohs. You can't see the monsters in my head. Sermon of the strays tiptoe around me. I'm volatile. My every move strategic. I plot to destabilize you. Every time I say I love you first, your eyes fill with Caribbean tears. My motive is to let you taste the intensity of random affection. I shower you with the unpredictable word hugs that feed your inner child. We both break out with heat rash from the fire between us. Companies spend millions of dollars advertising their lingerie, but nothing compares to you. Draped down in you, your warm exposed skin, waiting to be licked by a lion. My tongue kisses pure. I need nothing from you. There's no manipulation or hidden agendas in my foreplay. I get everything I need from giving you the chills. We love from a foreign land unknown by others. We claw and scratch to find the soul beneath the flesh. I can finish your sentences before you even say them. I am the words that you describe life with. I said I am the words that you describe life with. Both of us seeking to cleanse our tainted thoughts. The sheets, our washcloth. The pillows, our shampoo. We bathe in desire. We eat from forbidden gardens. My palate consumed with the sugar of your language. I'm the virgin stone, seeking to rock your world. You look down at me with submission as I chew on your flesh, each striving to give more than the other. We tangle with pleasure, full grown, but our fingertips lust with teen spirit, smashing into one another, drunk on nirvana. What can I do, baby girl, to make you feel alive? My lyrics that raw, that penetrate your existence. You wrap more than just your legs and arms around me. Your hopes and future hide in our destiny. There's just too much hunger in us for us to ever be lazy making love. There's just too much hunger in us for us to ever be lazy making love. My fingers stroke the strings of your guitar. My nails glide up and down the piano of your mind. Our bodies beat flesh like sticks do drums. Our rhythm ancient, unbeknownst to modern lovers. I long to be the bartender that quenches your thirst. Walls not required, the world is our bedroom. One line of my phrasing equivalent to days of physical intimacy. I know my role here. I'm the instrument of karma to rectify all the love you wasted, all the faith that you gave away to slithering partners who robbed your precious pantry, dream killers that raped and pillaged your innocence. I'm here to settle the emotional score, to sew self-worth back into a damaged queen. I brought my dry erase board, and one by one I shall wipe away their corrupted fingerprints from your reflection. I shall find the you that you hid away. I will love the you that you threw away. Every day I will vindicate your lungs for choosing to seek air. I will be there under your skin, scratching the emotions that itch. I shall run my fingers through your gorgeous hair until you believe in love again, until you trust again, until all your insecurities melt into the horizon of yesterday. Your wounded wings I will nurture with my eyes. Your distorted image I will caress with my truth. I will repaint your canvas until life has meaning again. I long to be the blood that you bleed, the tree that shades your heart from the vicious wrongs of this world. I shall run my fingers through your gorgeous hair until you believe in love again. I long to be the blood that you bleed, the tree that shades your heart from the vicious wrongs of this world. I love the taste of me on your breath. You know I'm too strong to let you run from this emotionally. I place you in the center of your own vulnerability. That's the place that I choose to climb in you. I move the mirror closer and closer until you can feel the depth of our connection. Restrained with addiction, you cannot escape the immensity of what you see. Chained to my pleasure, you cannot run from my desires. Shackled to my passion, you slowly begin to heal. Relationship makes you extremely uncomfortable because you gave up on the dream of finding love long ago. But I stole you out of that dimension so that we could live in the pyramids of romantic gods. Their royal bedchambers whisper the secrets of unimaginable ecstasy. What about your body, love, are you most ashamed to show me? Show me anyway. I'll prove the foolishness of that insecurity. Souls engaging in intimate truths can only appreciate what the world calls flaws. In this realm, your imperfections don't exist. They all burn away in the flame of our kiss until life has meaning again. In this realm, your imperfections don't exist. They all burn away in the flame of our kiss until life has meaning again. Slaves of the sun, shine until living is done. You can either look up at the stars or you can become one. Roses and guns, feeding destructive appetites. Twisted fun that always gets out of hand. Twisted fun that always gets out of hand. Filthy hands molesting poetic doors. The ghost of Jim Morrison's riders on the storm. Mexico warm, being chased by Selena's sisters. Horse whistles, cactus zombies dodging my pistols. Romantic Rambo at war with the Queen of Hearts. Bigger than the hole that Courtney put in Kurt's heart. Lonely river walks, courted by the choir of the Alamo. Michelangelo setting David's angels free. Adam's tree, we indulge in warm apple pie as we lie with strangers. Our innocence dies. Desperate housewives having affairs with married men. Two-faced friends, plastic dolls with fake grins. Destructive appetites, slaves of the sun. Shine until living is done. You can either look up at the stars or you can become one. Roses and guns, feeding destructive appetites. Twisted fun that always gets out of hand. I said twisted fun that always gets out of hand. Two-faced friends, plastic dolls with fake grins. Destructive appetites. There's a voice inside of me. A fire begging to burn away this existence. To create from a conscious level, hidden from those who bow to the illusion of separation. I'm not scared of the dark and what her master brings. I'm not frightened by the crow or the opera she sings. My spirit seeks to ascend, to rise to the same dimension Walt Whitman wrote in. To make the Emersons of today uneasy with my phrasing. The pencil I hold has a mind of its own and it guides me through the oceans of understanding. She gives birth right here on this bloody paper. Her birth pain screaming with ethereal genius. Our union has been reestablished. I've melted into everything. Therefore I have become everything. Everything is me. I and my Father are one. I said I melted into everything. Therefore I have become everything. I strive to climb Jacob's ladder, no matter how elusive she is. But at least now, I know where to look. She's hidden under the emotional rocks of my soul. Heaven is frustrated with the compass of misguided mortals, disgusted with the manipulative teachings of those who were sent to point the way. I yield my will and ways to the one who steers the writing. By removing myself from the equation, I have discovered the secret to creation. Now, we can do nothing, but those who die to themselves can experience the true power of heaven. Lambs will mock my appearance, wondering why God would use such an ignorant fool to illumine the sky. But those learned sheep, they see which is not, unaware that I died as the pencil took over. I cried as the angels whispered how much God loved me. I tried to run back to the thinking of mortals out of the fear of being ridiculed. I hide in the shadow of the Almighty within, unable to leave His creative embrace. Those goosebumps on your arms, that's just God saying hello. The inner pain that you've had for years is just blisters from the flame that longs to breathe bigger air. Cosmic consciousness awaits you by the water. Just follow the birds. The doves will show you the way to the peace that you've been seeking. His freedom, darkness cannot wrap its sharp knives around. Subversion of the sovereign, disrupting the foolishness that mortals drown in. Oh Captain, steer the warrior home to his palace. Mansions, many mansions are awaiting you there, each room filled with the mysteries of Eden. Immortality belongs to those who dare to see God's face. In the silence you will find what has always been. In the quiet you will discover the loudness of serenity. We are constantly betrayed by the flesh that aims to destroy us, but rivers water the thirsty souls of persistent seekers. Your music is profound, but the notes have yet to be heard. Heaven awaits your moment. Every angel sitting on the edge of their seat to hear you discover yourself. Glorious are the banks of the mighty Tennessee River. Blake attempted to convey the directions to Nirvana, but the common man refused to blow his head off. Who could understand the symbolicism of Golgotha? Those who want forever must first take their mind and ways to the guillotine. That which we look to the sky for was already dancing within us. Look deeper, my child. See the voice of your Creator running through your own veins. His ways and thoughts are higher than ours. So we must first lose ours and then awaken to the fact that we are His. We are His, we are His. Burn away this existence, for you and I are His. Why do you seek the validation of strangers? Don't chase the world, burn it. Unwrap the gift of fire inside of you and blaze the world with it. I can read your mind through these prophetic lines. You don't feel that you're worthy of love, do you? Those who seek approval become a slave to applause. The God in you is tired of bowing to the mortals that you worship. Your genius is misunderstood, as it should be. Do finite minds speak the language of the eternal? You've just been looking through the wrong set of Warby Parker glasses. Climb Mount Tabor and imagine the world from there. Accept the beauty of your own reflection. Stare deep into the heaven within until you see the throne that you sit on. All this time you've been sitting in the theater thinking that this is someone else's movie, unaware that you're the Spielberg of this film. Who was the master that Emily Dickinson wrote to? What rhythm will your awakened soul dance to? Don't chase the world, Stephen, burn it. I said don't chase the world, Stephen, burn it. Just because you've done something or been a certain way all your life doesn't mean that's the real you. That's just the version that you've accepted and consistently acknowledged. Now, truth is difficult for the comfortable to embrace, but the awakened soul becomes a storm of influence. It's hard for those born in the dark to believe that there is such a thing as day. But for those who dare to dream, the sun will rise in the morning. Don't chase the world, Stephen. Burn it. Contrary to popular belief, you can't think your way to the top. You have to burn your way there. Pursue your passion. Set yourself on fire, and the world will come see you burn. B7U clothing, Fire Truth music. Wear your identity. blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon. It's on. New year, new grind. I got a question for you. Are you living life? Or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life? Or is life living you? Blessed and Unstoppable, the International World Tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. This year we're taking this thing global. 27 cities. Toronto, London, Paris, Rome. We're coming to impact 1 billion people. If you are serious about success, be at one of these events. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com.